Yes, we are here. We're back. We're back. We're back, Monty.
We're front.
We're back. We're side. We're all over the place. We're
We are
everywhere.
all over the place.
On the show, Get Found, Be Seen. Well, I said the whole thing.
That's okay. That's all right. On a Monty Monday there.
On a Monty. Very good. Very good. It's great to be back. Great to be back.
It is. It was one of those weekends. In fact, yesterday, I didn't get the chance to tell you this. Yesterday, the power blipped at midnight and it freaked out my phone. So I actually spent several hours yesterday getting a new phone, which is pretty incredible because I didn't want a new phone. My i7 was just fine. Thank you very much. But, now I've got a cool i16. So.
i16. Nice.
I went from a 7 to a 16. I mean, there was more iterations between when I bought and the second time I bought than there was from day one to when I bought my first one. So I should be good to go for, another 7 to 10 years, I think.
Another
no,
decade.
Probably not. Technology moves too quick. If I can get 3 years out of this one, I think I'll be pretty good. But that i7 had the original battery in it.
Oh.
The original battery, 7 years old. Now, it didn't hold charge as long as, I would like it to. Luckily, I didn't use my phone like some people, because that battery had been dead in 2 minutes. But
yeah. Well, congratulations, Mr. 16.
Mr. 16 Pro.
Mr. 16 Pro.
God, it's the Pro. That's right.
You got to make sure I get that right.
I guess that's the difference on these fancy camera things now. The Pro's got a fancier camera. But that's good for video creation.
Video creation. And that's what we're talking about today. I love it, Monty. And by the way,
great?
But yes, and by the way, I got to say thank you for the help on the edits for my new project. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you betcha. Absolutely. That's what friends are for.
That's what friends are for. And that's rolling out today, actually.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing that.
Looking forward to. Did you like the video?
Yeah.
Nice. Coolness. Awesome. Yes. Video content revolution. It's a revolution, Monty.
And it seems like, what do you mean a revolution? Videos have been around forever.
Yes.
But as I mentioned, technology changes at quite the pace. So, we've got all these changes. And of course, this is the AI thing. All these AI videos being churned out there because they can be churned out faster than anything else. And they're so visually mesmerizing.
Right.
Here's something interesting that we haven't discussed. Mesmerizing versus engaging.
Huh.
Because I'm thinking about me. Looking at these videos, watching the surfer change into the sandstorm guy, and all these things are happening on the screen. And it's just like, it's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
And then I think about, well, what did I just watch? What emotion was I, were they trying to get me to feel?
Right.
Is mesmerization a emotion? Because if it is, they succeeded in that. But otherwise, I didn't feel compelled to do anything, to click on anything, to follow anything, to read anything further. It was just fulfilling that scroll.
Yeah.
So I feel like the AI videos are cool to look at. And for the big, huge corporations, I think that there's a lot of benefit there. Yeah. I think when you come down into the smaller branding of individual solopreneurs and small businesses, that reality packs a bigger punch.
Yes. Bigger punch. I agree 100%. And by the way, yes, us guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think about that too. That's interesting. You said mesmerizing versus engaging, because I think at the end of the day, no matter what, if you show videos or any kind of content, you eventually got to build, and you got to build the trust. And when does the trust come in? I don't think mesmerizing is not a bad thing. I like that especially as a performing artist.
Sure.
But I think about engaging and showing up as you, that trust factor comes in quicker. you know?
Well, it's similar too, though. It's like, hey, let me use somebody else's cool video as a scroll stopper, and then I'll give my take on it. That's a big tactic also. And
Yeah.
then it fits right in with, hey, let me have AI generate a video. It's the same concept. Hey, let me have someone else do the work, which we would love that.
Yeah.
However, what I'm pointing out is someone else is doing the work. So there's this disconnect between your brand, you,
Yes.
and this hook that you're sending out there. So yes, it may be effective. It may stop people and they may look at it.
Right.
But that's only half of it.
Right.
If then they stop, they look and they scroll, you only succeeded in half.
Right.
And 50%, last time I checked, 50% not a passing grade.
Yeah. No, thank you. I want 100.
Well, you know, at least a C. C's make degrees, they say. You know, you got to get up there at least a little bit. You need to have at least some engagement. If it's mesmerizing, great. But there needs to be a little bit of, let me follow that because I want to see more of it. I mean, there's at least one step. Even if it is only, I want to see more mesmerizing stuff. I don't really care about what they have to say.
Right.
Ooh, we're still not quite that. We want that 100%. That's right. We want that 100%.
I want to leave people with value. I want to leave them with something to think about.
Well, right. Because that's the only reason that they're going to want to return.
Right. Right.
And that's the whole point of putting out a video is it's not for a one and done. Hey, let me put out this video and everybody will look at it. And
right.
I can retire.
Yeah. I mean, right. I mean, I work with some clients too. It's like, you know, sometimes people want one video, that one thing, and they think it's just easy, one and done. But you got to keep putting the work in. You can have someone do it, even like what we do. You can have someone do it for you to get the help. But even to put you on it, to put your brand on it, to put your persona on it, your soul, your expression, you know.
I just realized a tactic. At least this is what I see. Is that there's this, hey, let me put out a video, and 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 see if I can get one of these to go viral. So there's that tactic. What? Okay, that's not even. That's a tactic. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the tactic of let me put out a video that's engaging, and put out a little video that's engaging, a video that's engaging, a video that's engaging, and then people can start saying, hey, I like that. Hey, let me respond. That's even better. I see, that's what I want. I don't want just a like. I want a, wow, that's a great idea. What do you think about this? Or are you considering this aspect? That would be really great. If I was to put out some kind of point and someone else came back with a debate, but are you overlooking this other aspect? Yeah. Because one, I probably haven't. And then I can give my viewpoint on it. And two, if I have overlooked it, wow, how eye-opening is that? Yeah. And another topic to talk about. Hey, it's content.
It's content.
Some people might think, oh, I'd be wrong. Oh, I've been put on the spot. Oh, I've been called out. It's how you react.
Right, right. You know, and I love that too. And that's like I mentioned too, something to think about. Like what the cool thing with the commonality, even with you and I speaking, we want to leave people with something. And sometimes when people want to put videos on, like I mentioned, I'm not trying to be redundant, they might just say, I just want a video. Let's get videos out. I know it's because it's popular. I know it's important, but the why in which you're doing something is important because as soon as you realize that, you're able to put yourself into it because you have a reason to put it out there, if that makes sense. So important now, especially in these times when there's competition, you know, meaning AI. I have nothing against AI. You know, I use AI with certain elements of putting out content, but we have that why in there. You're able to put yourself out there. Interesting, Monty. I'm working on a presentation I'm doing this weekend. And part of it is one of the things is which people don't expect as far as presenting. You know, one of the things I'm going to talk about is your facial expression does storytelling. You know, which is important, you know, and it's important for people to understand. But within that storytelling, people could get so much of a message they need to receive, the why, all those elements. So when I'm talking about why, that's to me, that's deep, you know, and there's so much to be explored. But it does so much when even in this arena, when people are just putting out video and there's a why behind it, I believe you can make more impact. I find like my videos have done best when I have that approach to it. There's a why. I want to leave them with something to think about. Perhaps they can share it with someone.
Hey, I have a great thing, because between what I like to use and what you like to use, we can have a whole new acronym. Let's use AI. Awareness and intent.
Ooh, okay. Wait, Monty, don't tell our viewers. I'm just kidding.
wait, it's a secret. No, that's awareness is, well, it amplifies another great A word, but
I love
awareness.
that word.
Hey, you just said, let's put out videos. I need to put out videos. I know I need to put out videos because videos are hot. Videos are viral. Videos get attention. But let's have a little awareness of what kind of videos. Because there are a bunch of different kinds. And if you pay attention, not everybody uses every kind of video that they could use. Because
that's true.
Hopefully they're being real.
Right.
And saying, hey, this one works for me.
I think that's good. And it's funny, I can identify, and tell me if I'm wrong, Monty. You and I think like using two different. I feel like you're trying to go. You've told me this. Now I can't say I feel like. You've mentioned that you want to go more in the live streams, the live videos, right? And I like the short form. You're going to do other ones too, but it seems like that's going to be your focus, your intent, and my intent's the short form still.
And so there's that strategy, understanding one's self, so that you can be aware, so that you can do something with intent. That's how that all ties together. Awareness and intent. Be aware of yourself so that you can do something with intent to get a specific result. Not just any old result, or I know I need to do videos because it's going to give me a result.
Yeah.
Well, the result might be you spent a whole bunch of time and you got 3 likes.
Yeah.
So if that's the result you're looking for, more power to you. If you'd like to have something more than that, well, then let's back up, become aware, and then do things with intent. You might have to do some pivoting there, but with intent, you can get there.
Yes. Which ends up being less exhausting.
Yeah, taking little tiny steps and finally getting there is definitely much, much easier than taking big, huge strides and sliding back down.
Right. Then you have to start all over again. You feel like you have momentum, and then you really didn't have any momentum at all because you didn't have a strategy.
Or the momentum was in the wrong direction.
True.
That I have experienced that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the taking action without intent. That's taking action, assuming that the action will get you the result. And there's no, that's like going out in the boat and nobody's at the helm.
Mm-hmm. That's like I love that analogy. I gotta put one. Can I put one in there, Monty?
Layer it on, buddy.
That's like going to the aquarium and then the octopus escapes the tank, and then it puts on roller skates, and then it skates all over the place, and then it gets stuck in mustard. It's just a continual, and then other things happen to it. I don't. That just came from the top of my head.
You're making a movie, aren't you?
I am making storytelling.
No, but the awareness and the intent in making the videos. So in my case, like you pointed out, I've decided it's like, well, it's difficult to create videos.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do video creation because there's the recording and the editing and the uploading and the this and the that and all these things to make it happen. And I thought, you are right.
Yeah.
That is a lot of work. And if it's the only thing you do and you love doing that, then it's easy and it's wonderful. If you do something else and you know that making videos will help you do this, you don't want to like shift over and now this is your thing, because that means you have to give up what you do.
Right.
So I figured, hey, if I just go live, it records it. When I'm done going live, I have content and it's posted. I just shortcutted a whole bunch of video stuff.
Right.
Now, did I bypass a whole bunch of video stuff? No, because I got it recorded. Now I can do all those other cool things too. I can pull shorts from it. I can repost it. I can put B-roll in it. I can use it as B-roll. I just all these different things that I can do. And it all started from that one. And again, for me, I was aware I wasn't getting started. That's the biggest obstacle. Is that I haven't gotten started yet.
Right.
So, this morning, I was in the same boat, had a rough weekend. Things didn't go the way I wanted. I was like, I need to make some content. Like, what am I going to do? I was like, well, you know what? Let me just go live and start talking about something that I like to talk about.
Right.
Funny thing is, then a little bit later, my buddy Carl says, hey, it's been a long weekend. Things are kind of helter-skelter. I don't know what to talk about today. What do you want to talk about? He's like, hey, let's figure out something to chat about.
What a cool interaction.
So it's that awareness and intent. Just being aware, hey, I don't want, we don't want to talk about this topic. We want to talk about that topic because it feels fun and cheery.
Right. And it's fun, once you get into it too. And by the way, like I mentioned before, you can, if you have a hard time doing videos, that's okay. Monty, your approach with going live and having conversation, and for some people, they need to be coached in that, to have a certain format or framework or structure when you're going live. But anyone can really do it, even if you're an introvert like me, but if you need that help, you could also get someone to help you out on the back end of it as well. There's nothing wrong with that. And those
I didn't just go from zero to going live.
Right.
I mean, well, I kind of did, but I did it with help. That was with you over a year ago. So it's not like I'm saying, hey, if you're not making videos, just go live. It's easy.
Right.
No, it's not so hard. But I admit it's not like something, if you've never done it, that you just want to jump right into necessarily.
Right.
But then again, you can be selective. You don't have to boost it out everywhere. You could just say, hey, I'll just do this one. My friends, I won't even make it public. Just my friends on Facebook.
Right.
Start out there.
Right.
Or, and then again, that's my tactic. Let's talk about yours. Rather than going live and doing everything from that, we can do the structured. Hey, let me set things up so that when I go to record, everything's all in a row.
Right.
Or as I like to say, all of my rows are in a duck.
All the rows are in a duck. Grill that duck. Just kidding.
So that helps you.
Yeah.
And other people too.
Right.
Here's my structure. Let me record this video. And then I can do all those same things that Monty was talking about with the live video. Because once it's recorded, if it was recorded live or it was recorded half live, or if it was just a full-on recording that you went back and started over 3 or 4 times because you didn't like it.
Right.
Although that app sure does help with that.
It sure does. It sure does. Yeah. So, like you mentioned, there's a lot of ways that you could do it. And I love what you mentioned too. Like, even if you make mistakes, and that's when it comes, you got to understand too, you got to take imperfect action. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. One of the things that I teach in my program is that when you make mistakes, it's okay. As an artist, I learned you can make mistakes, but make the mistakes look good or have fun with it. You don't have to, if you mess up, it's okay. There's not a problem with that, because that's part of the human condition. We always make mistakes, and then we get down on people when they make mistakes. But make the mistake look good, have fun with it, and just keep exploring. This is a continual exploration when you're expressing yourself on camera, even on stage. It's a continual exploration, and that's a good thing. And I find that, and I found even for me, when I have that perspective, my growth accelerates. And I've seen it in students too. I guess it's that fun thing, Monty. I don't know.
Open-mindedness. You are definitely more open-minded when you're having fun.
Right. So, and it's that continual exploration. So you should try it. If you're out there and you're thinking about it, try it. Go for it. Try to post a video today, and it doesn't have to go on social media. Just put it on your phone. Show it to a family member or friend. Get other people involved.
See, there's another aspect to talk about. It's like, making a video, you got to have all these tools and things to make the video. It's like, nope. You can make a video with that. You can even edit videos on these things.
Right.
But I'm looking at that going, that's pretty clunky compared to the video editors on my PC. So I don't know if I'd really want to do that a lot. But then again, here's that being aware. What if I'm out and about somewhere and I have an opportunity for this really cool video?
Yeah.
It's like, got my phone. Let me just take it. And then you talk about but I might make a mistake. I won't be able to recorrect it or edit it if I do that. Or if I go live, I might make a mistake live. Oh my. Well, I'm suggesting that you should make mistakes.
Yeah.
And not because it's you learn from mistakes and that. No, because you're human.
Yeah.
That's where this whole AI generated stuff is trying to be perfect, and everybody wants it to be perfect. And there's this perfection thing coming along.
Right.
Well, I just heard someone today on a LinkedIn post. They're like, perfection isn't relatable. People don't relate to perfection.
Yeah.
They relate to humans,
right,
to real life.
right.
So if you have the ums and ahs and those things, they make you feel less articulate. Yeah. However, if you find that that's how you speak with someone one-on-one, I'm just suggesting possibly maybe you don't need to alter yourself so much.
Right. It's a balance, Monty. It's a balance. It's such a balance because it's opportunity for growth. And when I think about the ums and the ahs and things like that, because I talk about that too, like, hey, here's how you can get rid of it. There's nothing wrong with striving to get towards that direction where you're getting rid of it. But the balance too is it's okay to make mistakes. Here's an example. When we look at ourselves in the mirror and we do our hair or brush our teeth, right? We're not thinking, oh man, I messed up when I went this way, or that was stupid. Oh my, no, it's something that we naturally do. Subconsciously, we do it. Yeah, I get it. But if we can approach it in a way like that's natural, like that just makes the experience easier and it makes it more natural for you. And it's getting rid of the ums and the ahs and things like that. That's what I call working with grace and poise. You work gracefully, you keep trying it, and it's a continual journey for you. It's all good. You can't go wrong when you do that. You keep moving. You know what I mean? So I find that powerful.
I like what you said. Brushing your teeth or brushing your hair. It's that thing that you do. You're comfortable with it, and there's that identifying what you're going to be comfortable with. Now you're moving into an area. It's not. It'd be like saying, "Hey, I've never brushed my hair before, and now you want me to be comfortable brushing my hair." It's like, no, we understand. There's going to be some levels, some half steps to get there. But if you can see this is where I want to go, then you can have those steps to get there, and you can explore that exploration journey and figure out, do I want to do these live? Do I want to do this pre-recorded? Do I want to do this with someone else? Do I want to do this on my phone? And then you can throw into all this other stuff. Do I want background music? Do I want to have props, certain props? Do I want to have guests with me or not with? I mean, there's just all these different ways that you can approach making videos.
Right. That's so true. It's so true. And my point too, when I said that too, is it's part of a human experience. So even if you try something that's different, at least you have an anchor or a frame of reference that you can build from, and you can keep that going as you're growing with grace and poise. And I say grace and poise. I say that because you got to give yourself grace too, because when you put yourself out there, you might get some haters out there. That's real. That's okay. They're not trying it. It's your journey, not theirs.
That's right. But that's okay too, because if you have some haters, well, guess what? That means you're going to have some lovers.
Yeah.
Because every viewpoint has an alternative viewpoint.
Right.
Many of them.
Right. And what you put out there isn't for everyone anyway.
Yeah, you can't please everybody all the time. You can't even please everybody most of the time. So let's just focus on the people that are going to gain value from your knowledge.
Boom. Or as you and Anderson say, bam.
Yep. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else is there. Oh, I suppose what kind of video? I mean, we said you could do it live, you could do it recorded, but it's like, well, is the 60-second short best, or should it be 3 minutes so that Facebook will put you in their algorithm? Or do I need to be longer than that? What about a 10-minute video? Can I do a 10-minute video?
Right.
What do you think, Carl?
I have, for me, I try to keep it simple and basic, because the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, it's going to continually change. Right now, some people is trying to push more for the longer videos that goes to 3 minutes. I'm still a fan of 60-second videos. I'm actually a fan of 30-second videos too. So I try to do multiple. Why not do them all? And then sometimes if I'm doing something for a client, they might give me a 3-minute video, or a 5-minute, or a 10-minute video. Just chop them up. The end of the day, I have to test out to see what's going to be the best anyway. The algorithm's going to tell me. So I could be a guru or an expert, and I could say this is the way or that's the way. But the truth of the matter is, I don't fully know. I've seen some patterns, but I don't own any of these platforms, so I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean? The exact. But I find that going with the perspective that I gave, you can't go wrong. You got to test it out. You got to be a scientist and test it out and figure out what's going to be the best. And what might be the best for you, Monty, may not be the best for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Won't know.
And even in the same arena, even if we had the same topic, just because our personality styles and how we want to resonate with our audience and how our audience operates.
Yeah.
So let's shift over to the whole audience side. We have this algorithm, the logic, but the emotion is on the audience side. And different audiences, we may have these numbers to go by and say, well, short form videos are given the best viewership. But when you niche down, it's like, that's on these, but in this niche, that's not true, because this niche happens to be people over 60 who are only on Facebook. They don't even know Instagram exists or what it is, and so therefore they're different than this group of 30 somethings who are on Instagram. And suddenly now this algorithm thing is like, well, we're taking all of that and giving you this baseline.
Right.
So that I think you had it hit the nail on the head. Do a little bit of each.
Right.
And then find out what's working for you based on your audience and do more of that.
Right. And you got to have a strategy.
Not just one.
Right. It's funny you just said that. I was just starting to say that too. Yeah, not just one. You got to have a strategy, and you got to be consistent. You got to put the content out there. I can't say don't be afraid. Even if you're afraid, take the risk and put the content out there. If you got it, if you have it in your arsenal, put it out there and see how the algorithm does for you.
The term you're looking for there, Carl, would be courageous.
Be courageous. Be courageous. Put it out there. It's all good if you have the fear, but you got to put it out there and test it out. Ain't going to happen until you do it. And you got to be consistent. Don't do one and done. That don't work. That's exhausting. Believe me, I tried it.
It also, you said, oh, let's see, that thought just flew around in my head and bounced right out the other side, I think. Oh, well.
It'll come back.
Either it'll come back or it'll be filled with a better one.
Filled with the better one. That's right. So I'm excited about this, Monty. I'm so excited about the video thing, and got a couple things in the holster coming out when it comes to video. So
I agree, and I'll elaborate on my story a little bit with the whole being aware and intentfully making videos.
Right.
I was in last week in my old studio, which was super cramped and horrible lighting and terrible sound, and didn't have a teleprompter and all these different things. It's like, you don't have to have all those things. I didn't have good lighting. I didn't have good sound. I didn't have a teleprompter. I was still making videos.
Right. Consistently.
It's not that I didn't want those things, because now I have them and I'm very happy. But there's that, it wasn't perfect. It's part of the journey. I get to now go back and show people my older videos and say, hey, look where I started from. Look what
Right.
I was doing here.
Right.
I just saw a thing from Dave Chesson, the
Ah.
Kindlepreneur, and he put out an email and gave a link to one of his old videos that he's embarrassed of.
Mm.
And that's the point. It's like, hey, look how far we've come.
Right.
Look how far I've come. Look how far the internet's come. Look how far
Right.
my collaborations have come. Look how far we as human beings have come. Yeah.
Evolution.
That's right.
And I like that post that you put out too, just with the background, with your background, with the desk and everything. That was pretty cool for people to see.
Right. Well, that's what I want to share. That journey is that it's like,
Yeah.
you just got to do what you got to do and work towards
Right.
something with intent. It wasn't
Right.
just willy-nilly. There was a whole point of, let me get these things. You say that word consistent, and some people think that means posting every day.
Yeah.
And that can be a way of consistency, but it doesn't have to be posting every day.
Right.
You can be posting every other day, or posting 3 times a day, or posting once a week.
Right. What you can
But
do.
if you're consistent with it,
right,
you will get results. I like what Jim said one time, that rather than setting a goal of, in his example, it was lose 10 pounds. It's, because then you have your time frame, lose 10 pounds in 2 months. It's, let me walk a mile every day for 2 months. That's my goal.
Right.
And then we'll see if I accomplished my desire of losing 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So the consistency part, let's set a goal. I'm going to post a video once a week, every week. I'm going to be consistent. That means that on Monday, I'll record it. On Tuesday, I'll edit it. And on Wednesday, I'll post it. That's not too difficult.
Yeah.
And, that way you can be like, okay, I recorded it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll go to the next stage.
Yeah. Yes, true. And yes, and I love that because sometimes you will hear things, and I'm pretty sure you hear things for our audience. You got to do it this way or that way. But you're saying like, hey, it's not, do what's going to work for you. As long as in that framework of putting the content out there, you got to follow the rules. There are rules to follow, but you put it out there and do what you can do. If it's once a week, fine. If it's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, fine. If it's every day, fine. If you want to do multiple times a day, go for it. Absolutely. But as long as you're on that road, it's funny. A friend of mine in the dance world will tell me, as long as you're dancing to the beat, no one can say a word. Keep dancing to the beat, baby.
And the beat might not be the same as someone else's, though.
Right. Just be on beat. That's all.
Beat, they say.
Maybe a different song.
That's right.
That's fine. Dance on beat. Keep moving.
Right. And I love that. What you said, it's for yourself.
Right.
So it's that, hey, you need to do this. But if you can't maintain that for whatever reasons, for health, for schedule, for mental health, whatever, then that's not the right tactic. No matter how good of results other people are getting with it. If it makes you unhappy, don't do it.
Right.
I mean, to a point.
Right.
Some things you got to do, but
some things you got to do. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of scaling my business, but more importantly, I'm a fan of scaling my life. It has to be balanced. If things aren't balanced for me, I need to look at what I'm doing, and I don't need to follow every guru that's out there. I need to figure out and do what's best for my business, and where I can have good balance for my life. I want my family to enjoy me. So, bam,
and have the time to enjoy.
And have the time to enjoy me.
Indeed. Well, shall we wrap that up with keeping it simple?
Wrap it up with keeping it simple.
That sounds like a challenge. Video creation? How are you going to keep video creation simple? With a framework. With a framework.
Yeah.
We described it throughout the whole show of, we just be real. Yeah. Be you. And some people, going live isn't me. It's just not me. Hey, 3 years ago, I'd say that. I did say that. I'm not going live. I didn't put my picture up on nothing. My business profile
I
had a
remember.
picture of my logo. There was no picture of me. It wasn't about me. I didn't know then. Brand is about you. So anyway, keeping it simple with video creation, I've moved on to the do what's simple for you. Do what you can do. Do the half steps. That's the framework. There's no right or wrong. The right and wrong is do it or don't do it. It's something you need to do, and so it's right to do it, or it's not right for you. That's okay. Just because videos are hot and crazy doesn't mean that you have to do them to be successful.
Right.
There are people that don't do videos.
Right. Yeah, I will not say you need to do video now. Like I'm not going to play around with someone like that.
No,
it's not.
It is a wonderful tool. It's there. It's available. It has potential.
Right.
And it can be fun.
It can be fun. And for those who are watching from the sidelines saying, I don't know, you know what? Consider it. I'd add to your keep it simple. Consider it. It's just something that you can consider. It might be it may not be for you right now. 6 months from now, like even your story, Monty, it may be for you. Put it in your pocket. Marinate on it a little bit.
It'll be steps. It'll be stages. Most likely. That's where I was. Like I said, I wouldn't go live when I first started. I made a couple of videos, but I recorded them. And then I went back and I edited them. And it was painful and took me a long time, but I got those done and I learned, oh, this makes it easier. This is more fun than that. And I'll pivot and I'll do more of these. And let me try this other thing now. Let me try this new technology. And then it got to that point of it's painful editing. So let me try this live thing. Oh, I don't know about live. Hey, but Carl knows about live. Let me team up with Carl and collaborate. That was one of the best decisions I ever made.
And man, a year and some change later.
That's right. And that's what it took for me to start saying, hey, I just want to go live.
Yeah.
You know, we went live, but it was that imperfect action. What the heck am I doing? I don't know. I'd say, what's the goal here? The goal is to get better.
Right.
I've done that.
Right.
Am I perfect? Am I great? Nah.
Right.
But I'm having fun.
Out of that came my rebranding too.
That's right. Our rebranding. Also my rebranding again. I've rebranded probably 3 times in the last 2 years. That's the journey of discovery. Figuring out, hey, what I'm doing is not fun. So if I continue doing that for the rest of my life, I can look forward to not having fun for the rest of my life.
No, thank you.
So let's pivot. So you just got to try those things out. And so maybe that's the thing. It's like, hey, I've been doing videos for 6 months and I hate it. All right, well, you need to shift. You need to pivot. Make a different kind of video. Hire a VA to help you with the video. There needs to be something though. If after 6 months of doing it and you're still hating it,
right?
That's just telling you, hey, shift, pivot, check it out.
It's a nudge.
That's right.
Good stuff, Monty.
All right, man. With that, consider videos.
Consider videos, and we have another. That's a good call to action. Consider videos. Can I give you another call to action, Monty? If someone wants to find you online and they need to understand more about this video thing, and they need help with the whole marketing and branding and understanding the ideal client, all that good stuff, where can one find you?
All that good stuff. All those details from the journey of Monty. You can go to montyarmstrong.com, which talks about all those different various things, but they all fall under the being unwhelmed. And on the other side of the coin here, in the get found, be seen world, if someone's watching this and saying, yeah, well, videos means that I got to be on camera, ain't happening because I'm just not confident enough. What is someone like that going to do?
Well, You go to carlaleen.com. Bam! That's a third call to action, baby. But go to carlaleen.com and I will show you the way. I will be your Obi-Wan Kenobi if you're into Star Wars. If you're not, yeah, I'll still be your Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, I'm not going to be Baby Yoda. I'm just kidding. I will be Yoda if I need to give you the support that you need, because to give yourself the opportunity to go on camera, to let yourself get found and be seen. If you're struggling with that, first step to get out on camera and have confidence. I'm your guy. Let's go. I'll take you by the hand. Let's do this. How was that?
We don't even have to be on camera.
You don't have to be on camera. You could be live. You could be on stage. I work with artists like Brooke Shields, Brendan Fraser, Ken John. And whether you're speaking, whether you're singing, same thing. You're telling a story. You are communicating. That's the longest I've said that word. But you are. It just rolled off the tongue.
That was nice.
Boom. There you go. And that's awesome. It, Monty.
Well, there we have another great Monday that starts out this week. We can rock it on through into the new month.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see you all
in the next month.
Another edition of Get Found
and Be Seen.
Peace.
Get found, be seen,